searching, finally earning something, finally turning something called a profit. If I hear you talking shit, don't get caught in it. I'll be popping off and hit you
For the few that
all your shit. Yeah, I promise this, I got promises. You ain't stopping this, cross my shit, you'll be knocked unconscious, bitch. That's the consequence, I got this, I will not quit. Man, I'm on it, honest. I'm gonna launch quick, then I'm gone. It's just a matter of time before I'm over the climb and moving under my prime. Just quit my 9 to 5, I'm rocking, and they watching, cause it's shocking. Dropping all these top 10s, so stopping. It's time to live my life, it's time to live, not die. Wish I could slow down time and just enjoy the climb.
I'm muted. I'm a rookie. I'm a rookie. Oh my gosh. I always forget to unmute that after the other broadcast. I don't want people to hear me breathe and everything else while I'm waiting for the other ones to end. My gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome in as we get ready to rock and roll. We get ready to go green flag racing here for the first night, the opening night of the Dirt Anarchy Super Late Model Series as these drivers loaded into the sim and ready to rock and roll. This guy claims to be a professional. I'm not a professional. I'm still a rookie, okay? I'm just a youngin', Ricey Bear. I'm just a youngin'. Oh, this is going to be a lot of fun, chat. We're going to have a big field of drivers ready to rock and roll and ready to duke it out in this one. Joseph DiPietro, Bryce Dickinson, Braden Carter, Tony Martin, Ryan Thomas, and Michael Carter all coming in, hitting that like button on the stream, hitting those reactions, showing the love here in this one. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you came here for a show. Well, here you go as we get these drivers out onto the racetrack here for their qualifying efforts. See the 36R Ryan Thomas out there onto the racetrack here, getting his lap in here for his qualifying effort. Is up onto the pole position. It's the 20 ride, the Team CFM Esports with Julius A Speed Shot Machine. Colton Zimmer jumping up to the top of the speed charts here, quickest in qualifying as of right now. David Garman there in position, and number 3 is the 06 ride, the Dirt Anarchy ASR Racing Machine. They're in position number 4 now as you see Matthew Ostrander up there into position, and number 2, Christopher Perrin there in the 13 ride. Chris Perrin looking to have himself a big run here in that 13 machine, up into 3rd as Michael Carter in the 15 ride is going to jump up and take that pole position away. Michael Carter to the top of the speed charts. Connor New up into position number 2. How do you do, Connor New, as he's up into that 2nd spot here in qualifying in that sweet Victory Apparel KL number 10 ride. Keith Hackney in the Grip Hackney Live Gears Unlimited House of Speed. Number 91 ride, the Pop Mike Promotions machine up into 3rd. It's qualifying slowly but surely, going to get close to an end here in this one. Looking like 22, 23, 24 drivers ready to rock and roll and ready to go to green flag racing here in this one. Man, this is gonna be a big race, man. There's some big names. There's a lot of fast cars in this field, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to lie. When you look at, Carter, New, Hackney, Zimmer, Jamie Massey out there as well, now into 5th. Ostrander, Perrin, Nosworthy, Garmin, Kyle Carter, man, there's so many fast drivers in this field that really it's anyone's race, anyone's drive here to be able to park it up in victory lane here this evening, and we're in for a treat here in this one. See Cole Younger out there as well. Is Younger in the 3 machine looking to have himself a good night. He's going to go up into position number 13 here. 91 has the best looking car, hands down. Keith's car did look very fresh. That thing did look very nice. I'm not going to lie. That thing looked very good out there on the racetrack, and I'm sure we're going to see a lot more of it here throughout the evening, probably towards the front of the field as he looks hooked up and very fast in this one. Keith even has a matching suit with helmet. Oh my gosh. Keith's the professional. Okay. Hey, I don't know, says Josh Ely. I don't know, Ely. That 91 ride, it was looking pretty fire, but there's some nice looking cars here. There's a lot of great drivers and a lot of fast cars that are going to be up there beating and banging and battling door to door with the 91 ride. We'll have to wait and see who's got the best looking paint scheme at the end of the evening, and I'm going to tell you right now, it's probably going to be the guy that's down in victory lane that's probably going to have the best looking paint scheme here in this one. Michael Mitchell coming in, dropping that like or the follow on the stream. Michael, welcome to the PeaceMaker family. Welcome to the PeaceMaker Crew. Smashing that follow button. Welcome to the family here at PeaceMaker Gaming. Mr. Michael Mitchell coming in, showing the love. Michael Carter with the like on the stream. If you guys haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, hit that share button, and hit that follow button as we're going to get ready to go green flag racing with our first heat race of the evening in just a few more moments. Rob Martin is watching. Rob, my boy, glad to see you up in the chat here as always, showing the love, cheering on the 22 ride of Tony Martin in this one. Bryce says, I mean, when the guy dominates officials all week, yeah, when he dominates those officials all week, you know, he's pretty good. He's a pretty good car, I'm not going to lie. As we'll get him stacked up, racked up, and ready to go here. Heat race number 1 about to get underway. And starting on the pole in the CM Motorsports KHR number 15, it's the Pit Lizard machine. That is Michael Carter starting in this pole position. To his outside in the 20 ride, it's Majula Speed Shop TAC 3 Team CFM Esports VLR 20 ride. That is Colton Zimmer. Starting in position number 3, the butt kicker number 13, that is Christopher Perrin into his outside. In the Tri-City Speed Machine, the 14 ride, that is Kyle Carter. Starting in position number 5 in the 3 ride, that is the DeVilbiss number 3 machine of Cole Younger into his outside. In the Dirt Anarchy number 56, that is Derek Jester. Starting in position number 7 in the 28 ride, it's the Premier Racing Setups Outlaw number 28M, that is Cody McDonald. Unfortunately, Tony Martin not out on the racetrack as we're going to go green flag racing here in this one. Michael Carter quickly onto the loud pedal looking to slide up in front of the 20 ride of Colton Zimmer, but Zimmer right back down to his inside as these guys continue to duke it out at the front of the field. A little contact deeper in there. Cole Younger is going to go around a little 360 down in corner number 4. He's going to get that car took off the racetrack here. Unfortunate break for that 3 machine. The caution flag is going to fly as well here as it looks like Christopher Perrin also going to take his machine off the racetrack as well. We'll have to take a look and see what happens to Christopher here as he gets that contact in the 3 ride, gets up into the outside fence. Some pretty heavy damage here to the 13 ride. I think he's just going to wash up to the high side of quarter number 1, and he's going to take it down pit side as well. And unfortunately, both those drivers getting slow on the racetrack, they are going to both take it down pit side, and a tough break for both of them as we'll stack them up, rack them up, get ready to go back to green flag racing. We did see Tony Martin roll out onto the racetrack as well. Missed the start of this one as that Dirt Anarchy AS Racing number 22 ride out there on the racetrack. Currently in that 7th spot is Cole Younger, still down pit side. I do believe Christopher Perrin also off the racetrack, so Tony Martin may pick up a few extra positions here in this one. Colton Zimmer coming in, smashing that like on the stream as well. What's good, Colton? Colton coming in, showing the love with the like on the stream. Clifford Bellamy coming in with the like. Anthony Karp, Robert Martin, all coming in, showing the love with the reactions as well. If you guys haven't already, make sure you hit that heart button, hit that share button, hit that follow button as we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing. Love Lanier. I used to live growing up 15 minutes from here. That's absolutely amazing, Anthony, as we are back to green flag racing. The green flag back out into the air. The battle at the front of the field is just starting to heat up as Michael Carter trying to hold off Colton Zimmer. As Zimmer right there in position number 2 as here comes the 14 of Kyle Carter as we're looking for the top 4. The top 4 drivers will punch their ticket into the A main feature event. Everybody else will be going to the consolation race. As out in front, Michael Carter, Colton Zimmer there in second. Kyle Carter sitting solidly there in position number 3, and then you see Cody McDonald in the Premier Racing Setups number 28 ride. He's in the hot seat right now. He's on that 4th position, the 4th and final transfer spot into the A main feature event. He's got Derek Jester and Tony Martin right there behind him. Unfortunately for Tony, he is a lap down, so a heartbreaker there for the 22 ride. Would need another caution flag and a wave around to get back onto the lead lap here in this heat race. as these drivers continue to duke it out and continue to battle here in heat race number 1 on the evening. Michael Carter out in front, stretching his lead down through corner number 4, down the front straightaway. He's going to see that white flag fly one more time around here for Carter, as he's got Colton Zimmer and Kyle Carter right there behind. I'm pretty sure Kyle and Michael are related, as out of corner number 4, it's all Michael Carter here in heat race number 1. Colton Zimmer there in second, Kyle Carter and Cody McDonald rounding out our top 4 here in this one. They're all going to punch their ticket into the A main feature event. Fun fact about Lanier, the owner used to have a sign that said, "Fight in my pits, you go to jail. Fight on my front stretch, I'll give you $100. Laugh out loud. Hey, you know what? Honestly, the crowd, you know, they pay for a show, and I mean, whether or not it's on the racetrack racing or if it's a little bit of a, you know, bare knuckles brawl on the front stretch, I mean, either way, that's a good show for everybody. That's a good night at the racetrack, honestly, and it's a lot better than going to jail too. Andy Martin says, let's go. Tony Martin cheering on the 22 ride. Unfortunately, missing the start there of that first heat races. We'll get ready here for heat race number 2. As heat race number 2 out there on the racetrack. Starting on the pole in the Team CFME Sportsman Jules Speed Shop, Sweet Victory Apparel, 4-2 graphics. Number 10 ride, that is Connor New into his outside in the House of Speed NLR. Papa Mike Promotions, number 19, that is Jamie Massey. Starting in position number 3 on the racetrack in the 79 ride, that is Matthew Nosworthy into his outside in the 747. That is Tyson Banks. Starting in position number 5 in the 5 ride, that is Braden Carter into his outside in the 76. That's Shannon Ball. And then bringing up the final row, you see the 25 of Sean Contrell and Matthew Tughone. Hopefully I'm saying that right, Matt. Matt there in that 31 ride in position number 8 is out in front early on here in heat race number 2. It's Connor New. How do you do here at the front of the field, showing these drivers how to get it done? Jamie Massey there in second. Tyson Banks in a beautiful look in number 747 ride. There in position number 3 is Matthew Nosworthy, trying to hang on to position number 4, as he's got a lot of hungry drivers knocking on his door. Working right there behind him, trying to catch up to his back bumper, trying to get around him for that 4th and final transfer spot. As you see Shannon Ball battling door to door here with the 5 ride of Braden Carter for that 5th position on the racetrack. Sean Cortell there in position number 7, and Matt Tughoon there, as well as one driver turned around. That's Tyson Banks. Tyson going around here, and the caution flag is going to fly in heat race number 2. We'll take a look and see what happens to the 747 ride. Up in position number 3, looks like he gets a big run, works to the inside here of Jamie Massey, sends it in there, and just unfortunately slides up. The rear end kicks out. Nowhere to go for Jamie Massey, as the rear end just unfortunately jumps up over the nose of that 19 ride, and around goes the 747, as a little bit of a mayday on that Hail Mary there out of the 747 ride. Just the hole never opened up. He didn't have the room to get it done, and unfortunately pays the price there and goes around, as we'll stack him up, rack him up, and get ready to go back to green flag racing. Connor New, how do you do? Out in front, showing these drivers how to get it done here in this one. Jamie Massey cruising right there in position number 2. Matthew Nosworthy there in position number 3. And now up into that 4th and final transfer spot. It's the 76 ride of Shannon Ball, as Ball there in position number 5. Unfortunately, looks like Braden Carter has lost connection here. At least we don't see him out there on the racetrack, so I'm not sure what's happened to the 5 ride of Braden Carter. As we're going to go back to green flag racing, as the green flag back out into the air here for Connor New. New out in front, Jamie Massey right there in position number 2. Matthew Nosworthy there in position number 3, as Shannon Ball in position number 4. And looking for more, as Ball trying to work himself down to the bottom side here, trying to follow right in the tire tracks of that 79 ride. He's currently on the hot seat here in that 4th and final transfer spot. Knows he needs to get up on top of the wheel and keep these drivers at bay, as Sean Cortrell there in position number 5. Looking to try to jump up here and punch his ticket. Matt Tughoon there in position number 7 there as well. And you see Tyson Banks right there battling door to door with him as Tyson trying to work himself back up towards the front of the field. Unfortunately, struggling to find a way around that 31 as the white flag has been displayed. So down at a quarter number 3 and at a quarter number 4, it's Connor New here in heat race number 2 as he picks up the second heat race of the evening. Jamie Massey there in second. Nosworthy and Ball in that 3rd and 4th transfer position. Everybody else is going to go to the consolation races. As we'll get them stacked up, racked up, and ready to go here. Heat race number 3 is about to get underway as these drivers get loaded up into the sim. Starting on the pole, it's the Keith Hackney Racing House of Speed NH Lens NLR Papa Mike Promotions. Number 91, that is Keith Hackney starting on that pole position. To his outside in the 83 is the Tri-City Speed Machine. That is the 83 of Matthew Ostrander. Starting in position number 3 in the number 06, it's the Dirt Anarchy ASR Racing. Number 06, that is David Garman. His outside in the 54 ride, it's another one of those Tri-City Speed Machines. The BMS ride, that is the 54 of Terry Boswell. Beautiful looking finish on that ride. Man, that thing stands out. Wow, that's so shiny looking. Oh my gosh, the whole thing is chrome. As down in position number 5 here in the 4M, number 4M, the 4M Customs number 4M ride, the Dirt Anarchy number 4, that is Michael Mitchell. To his outside in the 36R, that is Ryan Thomas. And bringing up the rear of the field in the 21 ride, it's another one of these very shiny looking race cars. Very beautiful finish here. It's the 21 ride of Ryan Dishong there in position number 7. As out in front, we see the green flag fly here on heat race number 3 is the Grip Hackney Live. Gears Unlimited, number 91, rider Keith Hackney out in front. Quickly leading the way here once again this evening, showing these drivers how to get it done. Hackney led every lap in our A main feature event early on in the evening, and here he is picking right up where he left off, and that's at the front of the field, showing these guys how to work himself around the racetrack. Matthew Ostrander right there into position number 2. David Garman there in 3rd. Michael Mitchell there in position number 4. In the 4 ride, as he's got Terry Boswell right there on his back bumper. Boswell trying to get that Tri-City Speed Machine up inside of a transfer spot, trying to work himself into the show here through heat race number 3. Ryan Thomas there in the 36 in position number 6. And Troy Dishong there in position number 7. Pricey Bear says, let's go, Keith. SDK always gives Peace a hard time. It's going to be broke 95% of the race. Unfortunately, yes, SDK is a very awful thing. I can usually reset it, but I think it works way better if I reset it before the A main feature event. So it'll be a little broken here for a little bit, but that overlay at the top there, it will work for the feature event, and we'll actually see the name scroll across. If you do it too many times, I think it busts it, and it's one of those things. It's a lot of back and forth. It's out in front. It's Keith Hackney continuing to lead the way here in this one, as he's already seen the white flag already one more time around here for that 91 ride as he heads down into corner number 3 and out of corner number 4. It's the 91 rider Keith Hackney picking up the checkered flag here in heat race number 3. Matthew Ostrander, David Garman, and Michael Mitchell rounding out our top 4 as they're going to punch their ticket into the A main feature event, and we're going to get ready for our consolation race. As it looks like in the Consi, the top 6 drivers will advance. Everybody else will unfortunately be going home here, which means 5 cars, 5 drivers will unfortunately not be making themselves into this A main feature event. Matthew McCoy says, how do I get in this? That would be a good question. You'd probably have to message the Dirt Anarchy Racing page, their league page on Facebook, or shoot Brandon Starnes a message, or I think, one of those guys, or shoot me a message. I can shoot you their Facebook page, but probably be best just to find their Facebook page and message them there. As we got stacked up, racked up, and ready to go here, our Conti about to get underway is starting on the pole in the 56. That is Derek Jester. To his out 5 in the high side, Hustlers. Number 25 is the third Anarchy ride of Sean Cortell. And starting there in position number 3 in the Tri-City Speed Machine is the 54 of Terry Boswell. To his outside, the 22, that is Tony Martin. Down in position number 5, man, that was bright. That's the 31 of Matt Taghone. There in position number 5, Ryan Thomas, Christopher Perrin, Cole Younger, Braden Carter, and Troy Dishong rounding out the field here in our first and only consolation race of the evening as the 56 ride of Derek Jester quickly onto the loud pedal, looking to run away here with this one. That car is absolutely hooked up here at the front of the field. Sean Cottrell there in position number 2, trying to hold on to that second spot on the racetrack. As you see Terry Boswell and Tony Martin battling as they're door-to-door, 2 wide, 3 wide there for a little bit. Down in position number 6, some contact up into the outside wall goes Cole Younger. A heartbreaker here for Younger as the caution flag is going to fly. The caution flag is going to fly here after some hard contact down the front straightaway, and unfortunately for Younger, nowhere to go here. He's going to get collected in this one. He battles right underneath the 36 ride. Looks like he's going to get a little contact there from the 5 ride. He washed down the racetrack and then comes back up, shoots up into the outside wall, and some heavy damage there for the 3 machinist. He gets stopped on the track and takes it down pit side. Unfortunately, that is going to bring the caution flag out here. As jump right on board here with Cole Younger and see what happens, as he's going to get a bump from behind, and it's just going to hook him down into the 31, and then just maybe a little overcorrection, but gets up into the outside fence, and a ton of damage and a heartbreaker there for that number 3 machine. As we'll get him stacked up, racked up, and ready to go back to green flag racing. Out in front, it's Derek Jester continuing to lead the way. Message Facebook page. Yeah, message the Facebook page is probably the best way to do it, because most of the time I'll probably forget or anything else. It's best just to probably message them. It's the Dirt Anarchy Racing League, I do believe, is their Facebook page. That's who you'd want to try to message and figure out. Amy Marie Stefanski coming in with that like on the stream. Phyllis Taylor coming in as well. Nick Gale coming in, showing the love with the like on the stream as well. Anthony Karp with that share. Justin Ward with the heart reaction. PJ Popham, my boy PJ coming in with that like. Cody McCoy coming in with the like and the share. Kyle Carter coming in with that like as well, as we are back to green flag racing here in this one. The green flag quickly coming back out into the air here for our consolation race, as out in front, it's the 56 ride of Derek Jester. I always keep looking at it, I keep thinking Derek Jeter, but it's Derek Jester as he's out in front showing us how to get it done here in this consolation race, trying to punch his ticket into this A main feature event. Sean Cottrell there in position number 2, Tony Martin, Terry Boswell, Matt Taghoon there in position number 5, and Christopher Perrin trying to hold on to this 6th and final transfer spot into the A main feature event. The 13 ride trying to hang on to that final transfer spot, as he's got a lot of hungry drivers right there behind him. Braden Carter trying to find himself a way around the 13 machine. Ryan Thomas right there as well. And you see the 21 ride of Troy Dishone there in position number 8. And then Tyson Banks in that 747 ride trying to work himself up there as the White Knuckle Speed Shop 747 ride made a little bit of contact there with Ryan Thomas. Thomas had to get really checked up there to avoid hard contact with the outside fence. These guys all continue to beat and bang and battle around the racetrack. This one coming to a close in a quick hurry, as Derek Jester showed him how to get it done here at the front of the field, putting down some great lap times, stretching out his lead here about 3-4 car lengths, as we're going to see a late caution flag in this consolation race. A late caution flag, the last thing anyone inside the top 6 wanted to see, as we'll take a look and see what happens. It looks like the 5 ride of Braden Carter and Christopher Perrin battling here for that final transfer spot. Christopher going to send it in there. Unfortunately, watches up the racetrack, collects the 31 ride as well. The 747 of Banks doing a great job to avoid it there, trying to get himself through it. But unfortunately, Braden Carter getting some heavy damage here in this one as the 13 ride of Christopher Perrin sends it in down low. Unfortunately, washes up over the nose of the 5 ride and into that left rear of the 31. And heavy contact there. A lot of damage here to the 5 machine of Carter. A lot of damage to Perrin's car, and a heartbreaker for those guys as the 13 was in a transfer spot. 5 ride was trying to jump up to the outside to take that final transfer position away from him, and unfortunately, Braden Carter, it's pretty heavy damage. Got the restart from the rear of the field here. So isn't that 13 ride as Derek Jester out in front, showing us how to get it done. Sean Cortrell there in position number 2. Tony Martin, Terry Boswell, Matt Taghoon, and Troy Disson there in position number 6 as he's in that 6th and final transfer spot. This is the real race that we want to watch as Derek Carter out in front gets another good jump. Driving away here once again from that 2nd and 3rd place driver is Sean and Tony Martin right there in 2nd and 3rd, but that battle for that 6th and final transfer spot is starting to heat up here in this one. The white flag has been displayed, so down into corner number 3 and out of corner number 4, Derek Jester is going to pick up the consolation race win, but here's the battle for the final transfer spot. Almost door-to-door down across the line. It's the 21 ride of Troy Disson who's going to jump up and pick up the final transfer position here in the A main feature event here. He's going to punch his ticket into the show as we'll get a look here at that consolation race and see what happened here and who ended up where, and our final 6 drivers to punch their ticket into the A main feature event as out in front it was Derek Jester picking up the checkered flag. Sean Cortell there in position number 2. Tony Martin, Boswell, Taghoon, Dishoen rounding out our 6 final transfer spots here in this one. That means Tyson Banks, Ryan Thomas, Braden Carter, Christopher Perrin, and Cole Younger, unfortunately, will all load up their rides. Join the fans in the stands here. Unfortunately, we'll miss out on this A main feature event here for week number 1. A heartbreaker for both of those drivers, as I know both of them, all of them wanted to be in this A main feature event, but unfortunately they're going to miss out here on this one. So we'll have to wait and see them back in action next week. We'll have to see if we can get them up inside the next A main feature event as all these drivers jumping out onto the racetrack. They're going to get a quick little warm-up session in as we're going to get a quick little warm-up in ourselves, and we're going to get ready for this A main feature event. Open sets still taking drivers. I'm not sure if it's open sets, and I'm not sure if they're still taking drivers or not, unfortunately, Jonathan. You would have to message the Dirt Anarchy Facebook page and try to figure that out. They may open it up for more drivers. I'm not 100% sure. And or you can message Brandon Starnes, and he can point you in the right direction, or he can try to get you in there as well into the series, or let you know. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's open sets or not, actually. That's a good question right there. That is a very good question.
I've been working a lot. I think I deserve a shot. I think I deserve a spot. Cause it's been years on this path that I walked, and if I keep going, I pray I'll be at the top. When I dream big, yeah, I commit. Wanted this life since I was a little kid. Never thought twice, I just did what I did. Worked towards it and now I have an addiction. I've been living life like a dream, like it's fiction. I've been doing things.
It's fixed yourself. Okay, thank you, Brandon. Thank you, my boy, coming in, letting us know there on that one.
Everything I do, yeah, I do it with conviction. I will never give up, I will never give it. Everything I do, yeah, I do it with conviction. need to test out my limits. Like I've been shedding the Guinness. I'm breaking records, I'm finished. I feel like I keep on winning. If I don't stop on some...
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you came here for a show. Well, here you go, as we're gonna get this field stacked up, racked up, and ready to go as the Dirt Anarchy series is gonna get ready here for the opening night A main feature event. 50 laps of racing action around the beautiful Lanier National Speedway. As starting on that pole position in the number 15 machine, we're gonna go look at him right here. It's the 15 ride of Michael Carter. To his outside, it's how do you do? Connor New, the Team CFM Esports Majula Say Speed Shop number 10 ride. They're in position number 2. Starting in position number 3 in the House of Speed, NLR Papa Mike Promotions Gears Unlimited number 91 ride. That is Keith Hackney into his outside in the 20 machine. It's the Majula Say Speed Shop Team CFM VLR machine of Colton Zimmer. Starting in position number 5 in the NLR House of Speed number 19, that is Jamie Massey into his outside. You see the 83 of Matthew Ostrander. Kyle Carter, Matthew Nosworthy rounding out our top 8, and you see Cody McDonald, David Garman Jr., Michael Mitchell, Shannon Ball, Sean Cortell, Derek Jester, Tony Martin, Terry Boswell, Matt Tankoon, and Troy Disson rounding out our top 20 as we're going to add all the anticipation with our feature presentation. And look at Connor New shoving his car down to the inside here of the 15. Right there with him, it's the 91 rider, Keith Hackney. Hackney looking to try to jump up here and poke his nose to the front of the field. He had a great race, ran a lot of laps, and picked up the checkered flag earlier this evening. And here he is right in contention, trying to pick up another checkered flag as they're almost 3 wide here at the front of the field. Down low, a little bit of contact for the 91 ride as he gets loose down the inside of the 10 ride. He's going to wash up the racetrack. That's going to open up the door here for the 19 of Jamie Massey. Massey's going to slide over the nose to the 91 as Keith Hackney going to look to try to get back down to the bottom side and take that inside lane around the 19 right. Unfortunately, he couldn't get there quick enough. Here comes the 20 of Colton Zimmer. Zimmer right there ready to rock and roll as well as out in front, still door to door here for our race lead. It's the slide job out of the 10 ride. It's Connor New, but here comes Massey down low, 3 wide at the front of the field. 3 wide racing here for the top spot as Michael Carter going to edge out in front by half a car length. He's going to slide up over the nose of the 10 ride of Connor New, but here comes New right back down into the middle as Jamie Massey hooked up down on the bottom side of the racetrack. Some great racing action is door to door down across the line. Still 3 wide here at the front of the field. Michael Carter ready to rock and roll here in the 15 ride as he's got that middle side working here for him now as he's pulling ahead ever so slightly, but Jamie Massey running some great laps down low here as the 10 ride going to slide back a little bit. He's going to get shoved in the middle of 3 wide as Keith Hackney right there on the bottom side poked his nose up there. He's going to move up into position number 3, so move Massey into second. Keith Hackney there in third as Michael Carter going to have to try to hold him off. Door to door here still for the top spot as Jamie Massey rolling the bottom side. The 15 right of Michael Carter up there on the high side. See Connor New right there in position number 4 and looking for more. Colton Zimmer there in position number 5 and a great run here early on in this one for the 28M of Cody McDonald as he's worked himself up into position number 6 here, up 4 positions on the racetrack. He's on the move to the front of the field here in this A main feature event. Kyle Carter right there in 7th as Matthew Ostrander there in 8th. You see Matthew Nosworthy there in position number 9. Michael Mitchell there in the 10th spot in the Dirt Anarchy 4M machine. There in our top 10 as David Garman Jr. there in 6th. You see Shannon Ball, Derek Jester, Tony Martin, Sean Cottrell, Terry Boswell, Matt Tankoon, and Troy Disson rounding out our field here. We said 20 drivers. Unfortunately, it's only 18 cars that took this A-Main feature event, and right now they're being led by the 19 and Jamie Massey. Massey's able to jump up and take this lead away from Michael Carter, so move Carter back to position number 2 as Massey out in front here, but the 15 ride sticking right there with them, continuing to keep his nose right on the back bumper of the 19 machine. Keith Hackney there in position number 3 as Connor New there in 4th, and Colton Zimmer rounding out our top 5. These guys all continue to do a great job battling, duking it out here all around the racetrack. We're going to jump into a quick PeaceMaker Gaming Crank It Up. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, crank up that volume and cheer on your favorite driver as we're going to crank it up here on PeaceMaker Gaming. Gentlemen, give it up here for all these drivers putting on a great show here for us in this one. As out in front, it's still Jimmy Massey in the House of Speed. MLR number 19 machine as Massey leads the way. Michael Carter right there, sticking right with him here. In position number 2, Keith Hackney there in 3rd in the NH Lens. Pompa Mike Promotions number 91 ride there in position number 3. How do you do? Connor New there in position number 4 and looking for more here as the 10 ride falling back a couple spots here in this one, trying to work himself back up towards the front of the pack as Colton Zimmer right there in position number 5. Cody McDonald up 4 spots into that 6th spot as he's got Kyle Carter right there behind him. Matthew Ostrander falling back a couple spots into 8th, and Tony Martin, a man on the move here from the consolation race, as that Dirt Anarchy 22 machine up into position number 9, picking up 6 positions here in this one, as right there behind him, the 79 ride, that is Matthew Nosworthy rounding out our top 10. Michael Mitchell there in position number 11 on the racetrack. He's got Shannon Ball right there behind him as Ball trying to work himself up inside the top 10. David Garman Jr. there in 13th as the 06 ride, trying to work himself up inside the top 10 as well. There you see our consolation race winner of the 56 ride of Derek Jester in 14th. Terry Boswell rounding out our top 15 in that Tri-City Speed Machine. Sean Cottrell there in position number 16. Troy Desson and Matt Taghoon rounding out our field here as the 31 ride. Unfortunately, going a lap down now as our race leader is working to his inside. He's got a little bit of right front damage here and trying to hang on to that 31 ride. The 21 under fire now, as well as here comes our race leader, Jamie Massey, starting to put some of these drivers a lap down here in this one. Man, this is a stacked show. There is a lot of fast drivers. Unfortunately, we even cut the field a little bit shorter. There were 6 drivers that had to load up their car and put it onto the trailer early in the evening. And unfortunately, they're joining the fans of the stands here in this one. As out in front, Jamie Massey looking to try to run away with this one, as we're going to see the caution flag fly. I don't know what happened to Michael Carter. Michael Carter, something happened here to the 15 machine. Some heavy right front damage. Unfortunately, sliding back through the field here. We'll have to take a look and see what happened here to Michael Carter, our second place driver, having some issues here late in this race, as it looks like Sean Cottrell going to get a piece of him here as well, possibly getting tied up in this one as he works underneath the 25 ride. It's the high side Hustlers 25 there to his outside. Oh, they just make some contact down the backstretch. I don't know if the 15 came up or if the 25 ride came down. Either way, a heartbreaker here for that 15 machine of Michael Carter, as he was having himself a heck of a run here. We'll get a look at it and see what might have happened here. You see the 25 ride, unfortunately, going a lap down here, not having the night he wanted. 15 sliding up a little bit here out of the corner, and just looks like the rear end tags the 25 ride, shoves him up into the outside fence. That's going to spin the 15 ride around, and Michael Carter, unfortunately, making that one mistake here throughout the evening, and that one's going to cost him a severe good finish here in this one, as he's going to find himself now at the back of the lead pack here. As that 15 machine back in position number 15 only has Troy Deshawn, Matt Taghoon, and Sean Cottrell rounding out the field behind him there, as we are back to green flag racing. The green flag quickly back out into the air, is out in front. Its teammates, the NLR rides, the Grip, Hackney Live, Gears Unlimited, NLR, House of Speed, Papa Mike Promotions machines of Jamie Massey and Keith Hackney. They came home 1 and 2 earlier this evening in their earlier league race, and here they are doing it once again. This time, roles reversed. Jamie Massey out in front, and Keith Hackney trying to catch up and find a way around him. Connor New right there in position number 3, as how do you do, Connor New, the Sweet Victory Apparel, KL Photography, the Julius A Speed Shop 4-2 Graphics ride right there in position number 3, and his teammate in that Team CFM at Julius A Speed Shop 20 ride of Colton Zimmer down to his inside, trying to jump up and take position number 3 away. The 28 ride, the Premier Racing Setups machine, having himself a great run up 5 positions in position number 5. There you see Kyle Carter right behind him, and Tony Martin, a man on a mission here in this one, up 8 spots, working himself into the A main feature event through the Cotsy. He's the highest finishing runner right now of that consolation race in position number 7. He's up 8 positions on the racetrack. Jamie Massey continuing to lead the way. This one coming to a close in a quick hurry. Is this time by the start-finish line. We're going to see 2 more laps left to go here in this one, and it's going to come to a close in a quick hurry as Keith Hackney in the 10 ride of Connor New duke it out for position number 2 on the racetrack. Jamie Massey at a corner number 4 is going to see the white flag fly one more time around here for Jamie Massey. Massey nice and easy down through corner number 1 and 2, down the backstretch for the final time into corner number 3 and out of corner number 4. It's going to be Jamie Massey picking up the checkered flag here in this one. Jamie Massey getting it done and parking that number 19 ride down here in victory lane. What a run and what a drive out of the 19 of Jamie Massey. Keith Hackney going to come home in position number 2, and Connor New, how do you do? Coming home here in position number 3. Is a little bit of a tore up race car. There's that front nose, a little bit beaten up. The crew's going to have to do some work to that 10 ride before he gets back out onto the racetrack, but coming home in position number 3. But man, oh man, oh man, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up here for our race winner, Jamie Massey, as Massey's going to pick up the checkered flag here in this one. What a run, what a race for all these drivers. Dylan says, damn, hell of a ride, Michael Carter. You were giving it hell, buddy. He was giving it everything he could out there in that one. Mama Bear coming in, showing the love as well. Says, congratulations, Jamie. This man, what a run, what a race. Mama Bear with that heart reaction. Kale Smith coming in with that like as well. Bobby Leroy coming in, hitting that like on the stream as well. If you guys haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, the thumbs up button, hit the share button, and make sure you hit that follow button. It's absolutely free to do, and it helps us grow more and more and more, and helps the stream reach more and more people. With the more comments, the more likes, the more shares, it'll reach a ton of people, and that's what we want to do, is get all the eyes we can on these drivers, putting on a show for us here in this one, as we'll get ready to jump up into the broadcast booth here with our top 3 finishers and get ready for some post-race interviews. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're going to bring him up into the broadcast booth. He wanted to be here earlier on in the evening. He wanted to be up in victory lane. Unfortunately, came up one spot short. Roles reversed this time with his teammate. We're going to get ready to pull that number 19 of Jamie Massey up into the broadcast booth here for his post-race interview, as we're going to pull the 19 ride in here for his interview. Hey, Jamie, it's Aaron up here on the PeaceMaker broadcasting booth again. You got a copy?
What's up, buddy?
Not much. Jamie, my boy, roles reversed this time. I want to say I called it, but man, what a run, what a race. You're able to work that inside line, find a couple open holes there. Had to force the issue a few times to get around Keith, trying to get around the 15 ride of Michael Carter. You battle hard there for the first 5-10 laps of this race. You jump up, you take that lead away from the 15 ride, and from that point on, you just try to keep him at bay, try to keep him back there behind you, and you're able to do that here all evening long as you pick up the checkered flag in this one.
Yeah, man, we just they got together a couple times there, and it kind of opened the hole for me. And Lanier's probably one of my best tracks. I just rolled bottom, and I knew that the top was gonna be good for laps, and slider was gonna be good for a couple laps. But I just knew if I stayed on the bottom and they got to racing, I could put myself in a good position to win this thing. And like I said, we got 3 wide there, and it's hard to be on the bottom 3 wide. And I mean, it was pretty clean racing. I just we rubbed a little bit, but these cars got fenders on them, and that's what you got to do. You got to rub, and it was good hard racing for everybody in the top 5 right there. I had a ball.
Absolutely. Rubbin is racing when it comes to dirt track racing. And you guys were doing a little bit of it up there at the front of the field. We talked about there, being 3 wide. For so many laps, you guys were 3 wide, duking it out there, man. Take us back through that. What was going through your mind as you were trying to roll the bottom, trying to not only, keep up the speed to stay down there and stay on the bottom of 3 wide, but trying to not wash up, make some contact with the car to your outside, not having to get onto the binders too much, and having, Keith Hackney right there in your back bumper get into you and maybe spin you around, a lot of different factors with everyone being so close in proximity out there on the racetrack. What was going through your mind as you were trying to make it work and trying to get that 19 car to the front of the field?
to be 100% honest, what was going through my mind is respect is earned, not given. And me and Connor had some words there after the heat race, and I mean, I just wanted to show him in the race that, hey, man, I race how I'm raced. I I ain't never been bullied, and I never will be bullied, and ain't nobody gonna start bullying me today. And I race hard, and I raced him hard there, but I didn't rough him up. I just raced him clean, and maybe I earned his respect, maybe not. Really don't give a fuck. It is what it is. Like I said, man, Michael ran me really clean there, really clean. He was right on my left rear quarter, lap after lap. But me and Michael go back probably 6 years of racing with each other, and I got mad loads of respect for that guy. And he raced me really clean, and that's where it shows respect is earned, not given. I've got his respect, he's got mine, and we're gonna race clean. But I'm not gonna be pushed up on restarts. If you push me up on a restart, I'm gonna turn down into you, and it's gonna be that. So if you don't like getting turned down into on restarts, don't push me at the racetrack. I race everybody how they race me, and I like Connor. I do. I like him. He's young and he's got the ability to be the best in the world on here, and he's going to go far, and he's got the right mentality. If somebody lets you push him up the racetrack, push him up. But if that guy don't let you push him up, I probably wouldn't push his buttons too many times.
Absolutely. You can only box somebody into a corner for so long before they're going to bite back. And, man, Jamie, a bit back here in this one is you came up one spot short of the checkered flag in the league race earlier this evening. But here you are getting the one up on your teammate Keith Hackney as you guys have the roles reversed here. You're able to pick up the checkered flag and have him right there behind you across the start-finish line for another 1-2 finish for the NLR crew, man. Jamie, who would you like to thank for such a great run and strong performance here tonight in this one?
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody for racing me clean. That was fun. That was a hell of a show. I don't know how many laps we went there green. So it was a hats off to them guys. We raced hard. We rubbed a little bit. Nobody once pressed a button and said anything. It was good, hard racing, and I respect that. Top five was really good, and I mean, there's a lot of talent in here. So I want to thank everybody for coming out and racing. That was fun, man. And I want to thank the NLR. Uh, House of Speed, Papa Mike's Promotions, Mama Bear, Keith, man. Like I said, he kicked my ass earlier, so I had to redeem myself. So I drove really hard early there to try to get in front of him because he's pissed off, and you got to get in front of a guy that's pissed off. So I just happened to be a little pissed off myself this race, and we'll try again next week. And thanks for that. I just got into this league today, actually. Just signed up for it a few minutes ago, and uh, maybe we can get us another championship.
Absolutely, brother. Well, we look forward to seeing you back out there on the racetrack. Hopefully next Thursday, maybe right back up here in Victory Lane. Jamie, congrats on the great run. Congrats on the checkered flag here in this one, brother. And hopefully, we'll see you back up here more and more over the next few weeks. And hopefully we'll see, that little bit of friendly battle continuing to brew here for you and Keith as you guys continue to have these great runs. And having a bit of a fire lit underneath of both of your butts is definitely a sorry way to live for the rest of the field whenever you guys get into the lobby.
Appreciate it, man. See you next week.
Absolutely. Have yourself a wonderful rest of your night, Jamie.
Too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for our race winner, Jamie Massey, as Jamie parks it up here in Victory Lane at Lanier National Speedway. What a run, what a drive there for that number 19 ride. I know it says 23 up there. That's just how iRacing scored him, but he's the number 19, Jamie Massey, picking up the checkered flag here in this one as we're going to get ready to pull in our second place finisher here tonight in this one, the 91 ride of Keith Hackney's. We're going to get Keith up here for his post-race interview. Hey, Keith, it's Aaron up here in the PeaceMaker Broadcasting booth. You get a copy?
Yes, sir.
Keith, my boy, another good run, another good race. Unfortunately, roles reversed here in this one as Jamie jumps out in front, takes this checkered flag, and has you right there on his back bumper. Just like we saw earlier on, you were able to pick up the checkered flag, him right there behind you, and another perfect run here. And a 1-2 finish here for the NLR crew and the, two of the best in the business to get out there on the racetrack in any of these dirt cars.
Yeah, man. Anybody tell you on my team, like, dude, I absolutely hate this place. Like, I don't like it at all. I mean, I run good here, but I don't feel as comfortable here as I do at some of the other tracks. And there for a little bit. Once we got spread out a little bit, I started running a little bit different line than those two in front of me and even behind me. I just trying to find something. I don't know. I just don't like this place. And Massey told me in Discord he had a run on me early. He was underneath me, so I just let him go on by because I'm not going to race him when we got 16 other guys in here that's obviously on different teams, and I'd rather either him win it or myself or whatever like that. So you know, I mean, I don't. That's all I can say. I mean, hell, he did what he's supposed to do because if I was in that situation or the roles was reversed, he probably did the same thing. So either way, 1-2. We had a good league night for obviously for both leagues tonight. And man, it just you don't you just don't want to piss people off, regardless of whatever he has said, in his interview with that whole situation. And obviously, in my, you piss off someone who's good on here, that makes them great. So just keep that in mind to anybody who wants to have rivalries or talk shit to anybody else on the sim. So yeah, that's about all I can say. I'm glad this shithole's over, and I'm just anxious to get to another track where I know I can succeed at a lot better than here.
Absolutely. Well, I feel like it's pretty crazy to say, Keith, that you don't like this place. You called it a shithole, but here you are up in position number 2, having yourself a heck of a run with so many great, talented drivers there behind you, holding them off here. I don't know why you hate this place. They seem to run it pretty dang good there, as we saw you guys battling 2, 3, 4 wide there for a little while for, the top 6, 7 drivers all. You could throw a blanket over them as you guys all duked it out for the first 10, 15, 20 laps of this race till things kind of got a little bit more spread out. But man, a great run and a great drive as you're able to jump up and into position number 2 here and park it up on the front stretch right beside your teammate Jamie Massey. Keith, who would you like to thank for such a great run and great drive here tonight in this one?
Oh yeah, I just want to say, man, Michael drove a hell of a race. I hate that happened to him on the back straightaway there because there is no possible way I was gonna get around him unless he just messed up or something like that. So huge shout out to him, even though it's not the finish he wanted. He drove an amazing race. Other than that, yeah, just all the guys at NLR. House of Speed for sure. And I want to give a special shout out to Dirt FX. I do some picture work for him, and he painted me this absolutely beautiful car. I'm so impressed with it. It's probably one of my better looking cars I've had in a long time. And he did an amazing job. So I don't know if he's got shop open right now, but I mean, if anybody needs some work, I definitely recommend him. And stuff like that. But NH Lens, Papa Mike Promotions, I see you, Mama Bear. Thank you. And Two Chicks in a Crew, Grip Hackney Live. I didn't say that earlier, and I can't believe I forgot that shit. We haven't went live. I was actually going live tonight, but there's just too much going on, and with everybody being pissed off, I'd rather just keep that just between us, And we'll move on to the next one. And I'm glad I signed up for this league, and we'll see what we can do next week.
Absolutely, Keith. Well, we look forward to seeing you back out on the racetrack. Hopefully, maybe back up here in the broadcast booth, maybe one spot better up here in victory lane yourself, Keith. Congrats on a great run. Congrats on a great drive, parking it up here in position number 2 at Lanier National Speedway. Hope you have a great rest of your evening, and hopefully we'll see you back up here next Thursday.
All right, buddy. Thank you. And don't forget to feed your forehead. It's getting kind of empty over there.
It is. I'm going to have to give it something here before the end of the night.
All right, buddy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for our second place finisher, Keith Hackney. Is Keith coming home here in position number 2. A good run and a great drive right there for our second place finisher, Mr. Hackney. As we're going to get ready to pull in our third place finisher, it's Connor New coming home here in position number 3. We're going to pull him up here into the broadcast booth for his post-race interview. Hey, Connor New, how do you do? Do you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Connor, a good run, a great drive here. It looked like you had that 10 ride hooked up here this evening. A very fast car. We saw you right there in the middle. Some good 3-wide battles throughout this race and a lot of side-by-side. A little bit of contact, but not too much. Just a little bit of rubbing and racing. But, man, some great battles out there and a lot of good, respectful, hard racing on the racetrack, man. Take us back through that opening, 10, 15, 20 laps where we saw you guys, 3, 4 wide out there on the racetrack, and you were stuck right there in the middle, unfortunately, slid back a couple spots.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna. I mean, we were 3 wide. I wasn't gonna race him too hard, so I kind of backed off and tried to cut underneath him, and took him behind Jamie because I knew he was faster than Michael at that point. And when that one guy just, not gonna mention any names, but he doored us when I was on the brakes for his teammate. But you know, we're gonna come back next week and we'll do better. I promise. Next week's a better track for us, and yeah.
Absolutely. We'll look forward to seeing you back out there on the racetrack next Thursday. But Connor, a good run and a good drive here in this one as you got a lot of talent, a lot of very, very fast drivers out here in the field. What was going through your mind throughout this one with, you got Colton Zimmer and Michael Carter, Keith Hackney, and Jamie Massey kind of surrounding you out there on the racetrack, and then so many more talented drivers right there trying to break their way inside the top 5.
Yeah, tensions were high for some reason. I don't know why he was mad. I mean, I was pushing him up in the heat race to try to get a better start. It's Lanier, and never was mad. He was mad for no reason, and I was trying not to get into the back of him there. At that point, I was just trying to stay out of trouble because I knew if I made one wrong move, I was probably getting wrecked.
Yeah, unfortunately there, just a little contact and some heat. The summer's kind of gone away, but things always heating up here come wintertime for the iRacing drivers and everyone trying to be on the top of their game. And unfortunately, some contact there with you and Jamie Massey. Obviously, a little bit of a hot-headed Massey and a little bit of a hot-headed Keith Hackney here in this one, and they showed it as they were just very, very fast, very quick to jump towards the front of the field here, and unfortunately some contact there with you and Massey. But man, some great racing, some great battles out there for you in this one. Connor, who would you like to thank for a great run and a strong finish as you come home here in position number 3 at Lanier National Speedway?
I think Dirt Anarchy, Brandon for putting this thing on. It's a good league. I mean, you for broadcasting it, Evan and Blake at Majority Speed Shop, 42 Graphics, Team CFM Esports, HRE Motorsports, Team Friday, Sweet Victory Apparel, KO Photography, and that's about it.
Beauty. Well, Connor, congratulations on the top 3 run. A great finish here in this one. Hopefully we'll see you back up here in the broadcast booth next week, maybe a couple spots better, and up here in Victory Lane yourself.
Yep, thank you.
Beauty. Enjoy the rest of your evening, Connor.
You too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up there for our 3rd place finisher, Connor New. How do you do, Connor New? They're in position number 3. What a run, what a race, and what a drive here by all these drivers, man. These guys put on a show. They were working out there on the racetrack. What do we see? 1 caution flag in this feature event for 50 laps of racing action with so many great, talented drivers. A lot of big, hard, side by side, 2 wide, 3 wide, 4 wide battles out there on the racetrack, and only having 1 or 2 caution flags is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Tony Martin says 15th to 7th in the A main. Lots of good drivers out there tonight. It's going to be a great season. Tony, my boy, I love to hear that. I love to see it, brother. We saw you. We were talking about you working yourself up through the field here, picking up a lot of spots, and I mean, you got the Hard Charger Award down for this one as up 8 positions into position number 7 on the racetrack. A good run right there for you, Tony, as you came home with a great finish here, and showing them that you can work yourself up into contention here for a top 5 finish out of that B main consolation race. So it can be done, and you almost had it here in this one. Keith Hackney says, hashtag Revenge Tour 23. Oh my gosh, the Revenge Tour. He said, I wasn't mad until you said something about me turning back down into you after you tried to move me up. That's going to happen. That's racing. You can run a man up the track if he lets you, but don't get upset and say something if you didn't. Yeah, it's true. If you don't, yeah. I mean, hey, Jamie, it's just good hard racing, and unfortunately, words can only do so much, and you proved it here behind the wheel that actions are stronger than words, as you're able to pick up the checkered flag and park that 19 ride up here at the front of the field and showing them how to get it done here in this one. But man, what a run, what a race. Huge shout out here to my boy John Fowler. John Boy coming in, showing the love with the like on the stream. Ryan Touchberry coming in with that like as well. Matthew Nosworthy coming in, showing the love with that like on the stream. Tommy Bush, Cody McDonald, Jamie Massey, Jared Jackson, Josh Thomas, Debbie Patrick, Brenna Josh Wolford coming and showing the love with the reactions as well. My boy Dude Guy coming back in with that like as well on the stream, as you guys all coming in showing the love here in this one. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button. Even if we're not currently live and you're rewatching this, make sure you hit those reaction buttons. Make sure you drop a couple comments and hit that follow button. Become part of the Peacemaker family, part of the Peacemaker crew here today, as we're gonna unfortunately call it there on that note. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank y'all for tuning in. Huge shout out to all of our sponsors and each and every one of these drivers for showing up and putting on a show here for us in this one. And thank y'all for tuning in, showing the love throughout the stream with the comments, likes, shares, everything else, man. I appreciate y'all, but we'll see you guys back here probably tomorrow. We might do a little bit of Call of Duty tomorrow. You know, we were playing it earlier today. Got a good look at the new Call of Duty and everything else, man. These guys put on a great show here for us, and it was a lot of fun playing the new COD. Playing those OG maps was definitely a beautiful, beautiful thing. So we might have to put a little Call of Duty stream into the mix tomorrow evening. But listen, thank y'all for tuning in. I'll see you guys all back here tomorrow. Peace out, baby. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! What a race. What a run, baby.
Get what I want, I'm not lost, I'm here to make it to the top. I'll take a shot, I'll overpower any boss, cause I am not
Let's
someone
go.
that you would wanna cross.
I move quietly, like a shadow, there's a dark side to me. I work privately to go build and create my own dynasty. A new rivalry, it emerges ever so silently. Shh. But I got fight in me, so I'll squash anything that's trying me. I'm like, me versus you, I hope that you know what you're getting into. I got nothing to lose, so you better watch out, can't predict my moves. I'll make you irrelevant, I don't stop till I'm at the top settling. I live here like a local resident, and you know I ain't selling it.
I won't stop, I'm here to get what I want. I'm not lost, I'm here to make it to the top. I'll take a shot, I'll overpower any boss, cause I am not someone that you would wanna cross. I won't stop, I'm here to get what I want. I'm not lost, I'm here to make it to the top. I'll take a shot, I'll overpower any boss, cause I am not someone that you would wanna cross. I won't stop, I'm here to get what I want. I'm not lost, I'm here to make it to the top. I'll take a shot, I'll overpower any boss, cause I am not
Let's go.
someone that you would wanna cross.
Round two, I gotta screw loose. I'll work all night if it's what I gotta do. Who needs sleep when the caffeine's brewed? I don't fatigue, I just have to move. I don't work with others, they just slow me down and my progress suffers. It's not you, it's me, but really I just work much better when I'm free. I don't do things for the hell of it, I do things that I do for the benefit. I make moves that'll make me relevant. I've been telling them, you just gotta work hard, play hard, punch that race card, move fast, take charge, do that, make guard, move past fake cards, lose that hate card, and never give up when the gun goes, race start.
I won't stop, I'm here to get what I want. I'm not lost, I'm here to make it to the top. I'll take a shot, I'll overpower any boss, cause I am not someone that you would wanna cross. I won't stop, I'm here to get what I want. I'm not lost, I'm here to make it to the top. I'll take a shot, I'll overpower any boss, cause I am not someone that you would wanna cross. I won't stop, I'm here to get what I want. I'm not lost, I'm here to make it to the top. I'll take a shot, I'll overpower any boss, cause I am not someone that you would wanna cross. I won't stop, I'm here to get what I want. I'm not lost, I'm here to make it to the top. I'll take a shot, I'll overpower any boss, cause I am not someone that you would wanna cross.
get what I want, I get what I need. Every single day I'm heading off to my dream, and I get everything that I damn well please. I don't give a damn if you all listening to me, cause I run it. I'm the only one that really want it, I'm the only one that's really on it. I'm just being honest, I'm just doing everything I promise, cause I want it bad enough that I'ma make it as an artist. And I know I'm not the smartest, and I know I'm not the largest, but I promise you that I'ma be the one that worked the hardest, cause I promise you that I'm just getting started. And I promise you that my skills are getting sharper, so I'ma get charted. Can't be guarded, nah, I'm the one to get retarded. Get the party started, yeah,